So, how do you measure software quality? Number of defects, number of bugs, number of customer bugs, right? I believe in most of the organizations, this is the primary criteria to evaluate software quality. But today in this video, I'm going to make a case against it. I'm going to make a case that this is not the only parameter, only dimension of software quality. Software quality goes much beyond this. So, first and foremost, let me debunk this notion that if your software is having bug, then your software is of bad quality and it will perceive in the same way in the market. That is not true. All known softwares, all well-known softwares, all well-used softwares, be it Microsoft, all this Word, Excel, and many other things, open source things like Linux, they all have some bugs, reported bugs from the market, and might even have open bug list. We can see these things for open source products like Linux, but even it is not available publicly, in the open source website, all known softwares, all used softwares, all widely used softwares are having lots of bugs, which means that bugs are not the only thing which prevents people from using your software. Now, before I go ahead, disclaimer, I am not saying that deliver software with bugs. Please do not, take this particular meaning, because there are two types of bugs. The first kind of bug is something that happens during the expected workflow of the system or the product or the software. Second type of bug is something that happens because of some unexpected workflow that occurs within our system, within our website, or within our product. All great softwares have second kind of bug, not first kind of bug, which means that the system, the product, the software works when it is used in the expected way, at least bare minimum. There is no problems when the things are being used in an expected way, in a well-known way, which account for more than 99% of the usability of the software. But still, there is a Fermi paradox for software development where it will have bugs, some or other bugs it will always have. And you should always make sure that you try to have your bugs in the second category, where the bugs are coming out of some of the unexpected scenarios, situations. And believe me, if your software works fine, the people or the user of the software is willing to, forgive you for some unintentional, unknown, or some permutation combination mistake. But people are not willing to forgive the software which doesn't allow them to work in the normal workflow. And why I am talking about this? Because people most of the time worry more about the scenario situations which is gonna occur rarely or may not even occur, or you may not even know about them. People keep on writing test cases to test all the possible scenarios, but they are not making sure, they are not writing test cases to make sure that all the expected functionalities from the software is working. Always remember that there are bugs in the software. This is the Fermi paradox of the software. There will be bugs, but to make your software a success, you need to make sure that you deliver your software in such a way where in the normal usage at least there is no problem to the end user or any other software who is using your product. End user could be a end user like me and you, or even a software which can be using your library. So if your software is written in a way where it doesn't create any problem, which you have quoted and written down saying that this is what I support and you do that, and if somebody is trying to use with some permutation and combination, believe me, people will be kind to your software. And this is where we fail to understand the difference between a successful software and an unsuccessful software. Can you tell me there are no bugs in Microsoft Word? Or can you tell me there are no bugs in Excel or all those well-known used software? Can you tell me that there are no bugs in Android? There are. There are bugs in Android. There are bugs in Microsoft Word. There are bugs in Microsoft Excel, right? There will be some or other bugs, but that doesn't hinders or prevent someone from doing what they are trying to do. It rarely happens, and that's the precise reason the availability of all these bugs doesn't impact the popularity of the software. Now, there is one more thing about software quality, and that is the performance of your software should be within reasonable limit. No matter how good or how bug free your software is, if it is not giving the performance within the acceptable time limit, then there is a problem. There is a usability issue. But we do not consider things like this until and unless it is being reported by your customer as a issue, performance issue. And that's why I'm saying that software quality is not one dimensional. People across the world, across the organization, across the board, they just try to manage software quality with one thing, that is bug count, defect count. I'm not saying that don't count them. Count them as, some problem with the software quality, but they are one dimension. And also in the bugs, whether the bugs are coming within the expected usability scenario or coming out of some unexpected permutation and combination, these two are different severity bugs. If you are not providing the usability of the software for which you are selling your software, that is something you should be concerned about. Next thing, where some permutation and combination is not working, this is something you can work later. It is never about number of bugs. It's always about the usability of the software and how, as an end user, I am able to like your software or not. So this is what I wanted to talk to you today. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. We will definitely meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.